How you doing? My name's Alex. I live in Wisconsin. We're gonna talk about Zepbound, Tirzepatides, GLP-1s. Um, Backstory: 54 years old, was considered obese or exceedingly obese 6 months ago. I'm still obese, but it's a different kind. I was 380 pounds. I was wearing a size 4X. Um, I had no energy, no stamina, nothing. I used to be a cyclist, loved mountain biking, but I was always a big guy, 270, 280 pounds, but competitive. I used to race single speed, rigid bikes. They pound you. Um, Due to injuries and change of jobs and a couple other things, I went from less cycling, but I never changed my diet, and I ballooned up to 380 pounds as of roughly 6 months ago, in July of 2025. I was at my wit's end, and if you want to say it, when it comes to my diet, the end of my rope. I didn't know what to do. I looked at bariatric surgery because every diet I'd go down in weight and then right back up. I did Atkins earlier on. I did keto. I did lower carb. I did calorie counting. I did everything everybody does. I had no discipline. I had no self control. I couldn't walk past a refrigerator without opening it up and getting something. Every time I got in a car, I picked a route that took me to a convenience store for a sandwich, a bag of this, soda there. And I could not fix myself. When the opportunity arose to be able to go onto a GLP-1, I was incredibly reluctant. I thought about bariatric surgery first, but that killed my father. Um, Long story short, he was very obese, up to 600 pounds at 6 feet tall. Um, I was never that big, but body dysmorphia is real. You think you're not as bad as you really are. I thought, yeah, I've gained some weight. It isn't so bad. I was dying, slowly dying. I took a new job that was um, very active, very um, high stress, a lot of moving around, and I couldn't perform it. I thought I would have to quit my job. My boss, who was fantastic, said, hey, do what it takes, get yourself better, come back to work. So I took some time off, and during that time, um, I started a GLP, and it changed my life. I am down 85 pounds in 6 months. This is a XL, not a 4X, not a 3X, not a 2X. It's a little tight, but I wanted to wear it because I'm proud. GLPs are often called cheating. Yeah, kind of. It's a tool, and I treat it like a tool. Um, my job, um, I would walk 15,000 steps a day, 12 to 15,000 average. And in between just movement and the GLP, I lost 85 pounds. Now I have a ways to go. I still have 60 pounds to go. My goal weight is 235 to 240 pounds. Um, I'm in a stall right now, but I'm not discouraged. See this? This is a revision of a knee replacement. I had the replacement last December, 2024, and there was complications. And this December, I had to have it redone. So currently, um, minimal movement for the stability and the healing of this knee. In fact, until 2 weeks ago, I couldn't even walk on it with a bend. I had to be locked out in a brace at 0 degrees to let this heal. I'm starting to exercise again, and I've noticed a change in my weight. I'm down a few more pounds, which is fantastic. This isn't for everybody, but it worked for me. I am on a couple support groups on Facebook and such, and their um, changes are astounding. There are side effects, there are complications. It's probably not for everybody. If you're looking to lose 10 or 15 pounds, okay. But if you're looking to change your life completely, look into it. My side effects really are dizziness, because my blood pressure went from 170 over 90 to 110 over 70. And I'm still on my blood pressure medicine until I see my cardiologist in a couple weeks. That's a good thing. I have stomach issues, lower GI issues because of this. Some days I'm constipated, some days it's the opposite. You got to plan. You have to plan. I pick my injection date when I'm done with my work week, so Friday evenings. The next day I'm kind of junk for about 24 hours. And then I kind of get back into society and I'm good to go. The amount of energy that I have, the amount of physical abilities that I have are substantial. I used to bike 60 miles a day, and due to my knee injury and weight, I was down to 6 miles a day. And currently, I'm off a bike, but hopefully by mid-February of 2026, the doctor will give me the go-ahead. Right now, I am just doing therapy on a recumbent stationary bike, but there's no pain or anything. My joints feel better. Um, I my breathing. Oh my gosh, I don't wheeze anymore. I have asthma, and so when I get worked up or energy, or exercise, I get, and you'll still hear that with me a little bit, but for the most part, it's gone. Um, what it has done for me is given my life back. I was active. In my youth, I was a cyclist. I had a girlfriend that lived 30 miles away. I used to bike to her house. I could probably get on a bike right now and bike that 30 miles without a problem. I'm back to that. I like to get into some long distance rides and races probably within a year. I was hoping to be in a 30-mile race the end of August, middle of August, but with my knee, it's not going to happen. My doctor won't let me, and to be honest, it's probably best. Um, if you are at your wit's end, if you don't know what to do, and you've tried everything, try a GLP-1. I had fantastic uh, results with the Zepbound. I am currently on the 12.5, and I'm going to be holding there for a while because um, I can only go up one more step, and I'm just good here. Again, I'm kind of in a stall, but I'm not frustrated and I'm not worried. Once I get back to work, probably within the month, the weight's going to start coming off again. I went from a 46-inch waist to a 40-inch waist. I went from 4X shirts to XL shirts. My attitude is different. I'm happier. I have friends that are doing this also. Some aren't as public as I am. When people ask how I've lost the weight, I will say a GLP-1, and I will tell everybody about it. I will give them any information they need, because I am so happy for this. So I wanted to just kind of introduce myself on my YouTube channel. Normally it's about guitars and amps and music and such, but I can cross my legs. Not that I would, but I can. I've never been, well, I shouldn't say never been. In the past decade, I haven't been happier and I haven't been healthier. Are there gallstone issues? Nope. Are there liver issues? Nope. What am I doing? I'm pretty much a steak, like a 3 or 4 ounce steak or protein product in the morning and an egg. I'll have vegetables or fruits throughout the day, but the grazing is gone. The Tirzepatide, the Zepbound, I think Monjorno is the other version of this. There's 2 hormones that affects your rate at which you digest, so you stay fuller longer and you physically can't eat, otherwise you could have issues. And then the one in my brain that keeps me from opening the refrigerator, that keeps me from thinking about food. It's called food noise, and I used to have it very badly. I'd be sitting there just thinking about food, sitting on the couch next to my wife, thinking about food, thinking about food, thinking about food, thinking about food, thinking about food. Now I'll sit on the couch and think that, why am I not thinking about food? I'm thinking about not thinking about food. It's kind of funny. It's expensive. Um, Even with my insurance, it can cost hundreds of dollars a month. But I look at it this way. The amount of money that I'm saving going to, or not going to a convenience store, or eating bar food, or even drinking alcohol. Alcohol doesn't taste really good. I'm pretty much done drinking beer. I'll have a whiskey every once in a while because it's, 1, lower carbs, and 2, I just really like whiskey. But I don't eat the bar food anymore as much. I'll have soup instead of a burger. The money that I save monthly is far greater than what I am outlaying for this, I'm not going to say cure, this change. And for me, it's worth every penny. My insurance company, once I get to a maintenance level like I'm at now, I'm holding a level, it's actually about $25 for a 3-month supply. Consult your insurance company. Insurance companies vary. In fact, when my wife was working and we were under her insurance, even though I have the same plan and the same company with my company, because mine's so much larger, they offered weight loss medications where hers didn't. For those who have no options, I mean, it's expensive, and and I was to the point where I was ready to give up and just eat myself to death. It's hard to say, probably hard to hear, because some of you are in the exact same place I am. It was right for me at the right time. It might be right for you. If you'd like me to make another video every couple months to show my progress, there's a lot of them out there, but if you're interested in my story and my progress, just let me know. That's all I really wanted to say. There is a light. I was in a very dark place, and this changed my life. It truly has. And if you are doing the same thing I am, I hope it's changing your life too. I've been sitting here talking for about 15 minutes, and that's probably more than enough. So you have yourself a good day. Take care.